Hi, my name is Whitney Kamakis, and I'm one of the reading specialists at Middleton Elementary School. I'm here today to explain to you a little bit more information about the Fontes and Pinnell Benchmark Assessment System, otherwise known as the Fontes and Pinnell Reading Assessment. In this video, you'll learn about the administration of the F&P test, so how it's administered. You'll learn about the analysis component, or what teachers do with these results. And you'll learn about the communication, how the results are communicated with families, and what to do if you have any questions. So as far as the administration goes, the Fontes and Pinnell, or F&P test, is given to students in kindergarten through 5th grade. We give it to students 3 times a year during our assessment benchmark windows. It's a one-on-one reading test between the student and the teacher, and I'll go into a little bit more detail about what that looks like in a minute. And why we give this is to somewhat determine students' instructional reading levels so we can see how they are progressing. But the main purpose in giving this assessment is to help with differentiation within the classroom. So, what does F&P look like? If students are new to the district or if they are considered non-readers, we'll start with a word list. This helps our teachers determine what level to have their child start reading to them at. Once they've determined the reading level, the teachers will provide them with a book. And the students will read either the entire book for our younger readers or a portion of the book out loud to their teacher. While they're reading to their teacher, the teacher will be marking down accuracy mistakes that the students make. Teachers can then go back later on and analyze what types of mistakes students were making, if they were based off of the visual mistakes, they were guessing maybe based off the first letter in a word, if they were sight word errors or things of that nature. This helps our teachers determine an accuracy score for the students. After the students finish reading the book, they'll have a comprehension conversation with the teacher. The teacher will ask a variety of questions that have already been determined by the assessment. They'll ask the student to retell either the important events or the important facts of a book, depending if it was fiction or nonfiction. They'll ask them some questions about how the book is structured, and they'll ask them some inferential questions. A lot of these have to do with feelings, or author or character motivations, things of that nature. Many of these questions revolve around the genre or type of book, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, and also making connections. To determine if this level is an independent, instructional, or hard, we use a table. It's a combination of a student's accuracy and comprehension scores. So if a student, depending on the level, scores less than 90% or 95% on the accuracy piece, that book would be considered hard, and the teacher would then give them a lower level book to read to try to find their instructional reading level. The goal of giving this assessment is to find an instructional reading level for each of these students. So once teachers have the results, you might be wondering, well, what do they do with these results? Obviously, the main goal of this is to help with differentiation within the classroom. If we have students that are reading below or much higher than grade level, we want to be able to help them continue to grow as readers. It helps us provide and prioritize areas that are strengths for students, and also areas that they need more support in, whether those are comprehension related or decoding related. We do use in our first and second grade acceleration placement results. We do use F&P to determine if students will see one of the reading specialists here at Middleton. And as a whole, our team levels will look at whole class data to determine if there needs to be any instructional shifts throughout the year based off of the trends that they are seeing for the grade level as a whole. So, last but not least is that communication piece. You might be wondering, well, when do I see these results? How do I see these results? What do they mean? Most teachers will discuss the F&P results during parent teacher conferences. Also, some grades use their score on the F&P test to determine if a child is reading at grade level, and on some grades, that is communicated through the report cards. And finally, if you have any questions about F&P, you can always contact Dan Swartz, our Director of Curriculum Instruction and Assessment. You're happy to ask questions to your classroom teachers or reach out to myself, Whitney Kamakis, or Sarah Sikelski, who are the reading specialists here at Middleton. Thank you, and I appreciate you listening to this video and learning more about this assessment.